Hey, if you're not doing anything this weekend, come see us November 8th through the 10th at Grand Rapids Comic Con. We'll be there all weekend long with all of our DVDs, including the latest, another Cinema Snob movie. Oh, and something called Disco, I don't know. Find out more by visiting grcomiccon.com. Hey, do you love National Lampoon's Animal House? Well, that's great, because that's not going to factor in at all as to whether or not you like King Frat. 1978's Animal House is not only a groundbreaking comedy classic, which kick-started a number of movie careers, and at the time was the highest-grossing comedy of all time, but it was also the inspiration for a number of raunchy comedies that came afterwards. Case in point, it's 1979, so we got a year to put this ripoff together, the unapologetic low-budget carbon copy King Frat. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean King Fableepin' Frat. Oops. Or is it Mad Maker's King Fableepin' Frat? Mad Maker isn't quite Mad Magazine, and it isn't quite National Lampoon. In fact, it isn't anything at all. It's nothing. King Frat tells the story of J.J. Grossout Gombrowski, obviously called that because of Bluto Blutarski and his love for the movie Gross Out. Gombrowski of Pi Kappa Delta House enters a fart contest and the dean wants them kicked out of school. Pretty much sums it up. The movie is such a poor imitation that apparently in some places it was just called Delta House, though I have yet to find any actual images of this, which means people could be confusing it with the Animal House TV spin-off Delta House, which was also from 1979. Wait a minute, Josh Mostel, Saul, as Bluto's younger brother? Fableep Saul and Fableep Jim Blotto Blutarski. The film does have some familiar names attached. It's directed by Ken Wiederhorn, who left his mark in the horror scene with the creepy 1977 Nazi zombie movie Shockwaves, and later directed Return of the Living Dead 2. The film's writer, Ron Kurz, did uncredited writing on Friday the 13th and wrote Friday the 13th Part 2. Explains why this feels like a slasher film, only the killer forgets to show up. I have a feeling this is going to be very juvenile. Yellow Stream University, great. I always wanted to attend Piss Joke U, and this music seems familiar. I think this is gonna be a huge ripoff of PCU. Wow, this movie literally is dead on arrival. I see they're driving around in a hearse with no parades to ruin, but that's before the theme kicks in. It was wrong to give the song Oscar to It Goes Like It Goes from Norma Rae instead of this. This is a bastard frat, leaving a couple cans on the lawn, you monsters. And you can't enter there, they are in so much trouble. They're even harassing porn stars on their way to the Debbie Does Dallas orgy. On the plus side, I think they're all legally required to stay the hell away from playgrounds. Wait, hey, 4Q2. Where the hell are they sticking a bunch of forks? The girls here seem to love Pi Kappa's antics, though. Perhaps this movie would be better suited for my much more intelligent video essay series. This movie from 1962 has things in it you couldn't do in 2019, therefore it's bad. Though I do wonder how the hell are they even still allowed on this campus.
One more look at those hairy butts and I'm gonna puke. They still haven't found the films they made in the girls' locker room.
Hey, go easy on them. They're gonna be on the Supreme Court one day. I'm sure their mooning antics will have dire consequences.
Won't you come and follow the meanings of tomorrow?
See? I was right. They just killed a guy by mooning him. No, seriously, the movie opens with them killing a man. Oh, they're really gonna get it this time.
I'm not gonna bother getting their charter revoked. I'm gonna straighten out the pie caps personally.
That's much easier than just expelling them. I believe in you, Ron Vernon. You're gonna get these, not deltas. Oh, and the credits are still going. This pacing is put on double secret probation. Wait a minute, are you boys driving drunk? That's illegal.
Woo!
That's a lot of tea. I see D-Day is still here, or is his name Pearl Harbor in this? I could make a joke out of the star, John DeSanti, being 41 at the time, but I think they may all be 41. They just want to sit quietly and drink.
There's another one for you. There's one for you. Here's a kiss for you, darling.
That's the look of a group of guys who will never have enough beer for these fart jokes to be funny again. Best liven things up by watching footage from the girls' locker room. Hey, at least the lambdas kept the school grade point average very high. I see we're foreshadowing that the director also made Meatballs 2. So this is why the movie isn't recommended by the Board of Health. What? That's what the poster says. Too many people left the theater with a shitty taste in comedy in their mouth. What, with great gags like these?
Gross out. Where Kevin?
Beats the shit out of me, Chief. How about some spags?
No, white man food.
It was wrong of the Farrelly brothers to remake One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Don't bother the house accountant, he's finishing the script. Seriously, is a plot gonna happen?
You genius. You have great future. You'll be rich man before you're 30 years old.
He is long past 30. Though we do get some exposition about the school.
You know how Yellowstream get its name, I tell you many times. My ancestors pissed in white man's water for 50 years.
Thanks. Now I know Yellow Stream is a piss joke. Anything else? You're Irish. Cut that shit out. Gross Out finds out that there's a fart contest going on. Truly, this is the movie that ruined the good name of Howard the Duck. This is great news for the frat.
Holy shit, $500 for first prize. Kevin, how many kegs of brew is that? 37.8 at today's market closing. Holy
Excellent. Win the contest, die of alcohol poisoning. Oh, and the fart contest is a large part of the plot. I was wrong to ask when a plot was gonna happen.
You think we got a chance of winning?
Does Gross Out have an asshole?
I was so wrong. Oh right, that guy from the beginning is still dead. Maybe they can squeeze the body in between some kegs at the frat house. I sense some classic funeral pranks. I hope they bang the dead body. I don't know what's going on here, but they're really gonna ruin Woody Allen's grieving. They heat up a log of shit to make the funeral home smell. The dean is the only one who doesn't smell this. The crowd, however, they don't get mad. They think this is hilarious. This dude must have been really well liked. This movie isn't as good as Animal House. I think they steal the corpse too, presumably so they can turn it into a human piñata by sticking Rolos up its ass. Oh hey, a new pledge. Get out now.
Oh my God.
Don't mind him, he's our campus mascot. If you have a problem with that, we'll chop your head off. Time for that hazing ritual. Removing your limbs and bashing your skull in with a bat. Go on, son. Dad's gotta get back to being George Kennedy from Wacko. I'm sure that Jim Matheson and Todd Hulse will take care of everything. This is the best frat to join. We said there'd be women here. We just didn't say they'd be real. Don't forget, this movie has enemies, too. Damn those rich kids, and they're running. You have to stand on the side of the road for a few seconds. They're studying up on what causes farts. I'm pretty sure they'd already be experts by now.
I'm ready.
Are they ever gonna join the police academy or not? This movie's slow! Here, drink this, it's a liquid fart joke. That's not very realistic. This, however, is all too realistic.
Say, maybe you girls would like to join us for a little quiet dinner tonight.
Quiet dinner at the Pie Cap house?
Pie Caps are about to come into a large sum of money. Come on, we'll spring for Chinese. What do you say?
Why not?
Oh yeah, you're gonna make it out of there alive, and where are they going again? Oh, thank God, A Christmas Story is on instead. Oh, damn, it's still King Frat. It's nice to see them rebonding after they've come back together to fight the Pi Zeta Pennywise house. I'm sure it's a coincidence he's dressed like Bluto from the buffet scene. When you replace the zit joke and the hilarious reactions with just burping and eating and drinking, it's making me even miss the reenactments from Wired. Here they vomit in the Chinese food and the cooks do nothing. This is getting 2 stars on Yelp. The crab rangoon is okay. And I don't think those chickens are real. What kind of place is this? Gross out fakes an illness to get out of paying the bill. Though considering the cleanliness of this kitchen, I don't think they really needed to fake food poisoning. You're slacking, Board of Health. Oh, boys.
Did you see that cook's face when I was rolling around on the floor?
Oh, hey, big boy, what you doing down there on the floor, huh?
Well, so much for any of you hosting the Oscars. Is it the fart contest already? The movie has 52 minutes left. Please tell me this isn't the rest of the movie.
And now before we start, may I ask one other question? Anybody know what a fart is? Nobody. A fart?
Everyone in this movie knows what a fart is. Gross Out has to face the championship farter who happens to be his ex-girlfriend. That's a twist. He once had a girlfriend? That's as random as this.
Sure, I can understand that you'd want to treasure your virginity, Joan. I treasure mine, too.
There was no setup for that. Who needs it when you already know the mayor's daughter subplot in Animal House? Each fart is measured by the fartometer. Great.
A proctology known as the amazing anus, Ira Hemorrhoid Cooperstein.
Something tells me there won't be a second annual fart contest. This is an equal opportunity fart contest, though, so really, the movie's very progressive. I think David Crosby here is going to get stage fright.
Stage fright.
You know, you made an ass of yourself.
Oh, was that too far? Perhaps the future Mrs. Grossout can do better. Excellent. We're all losers at this competition. This is why the belching contest in Revenge of the Nerds was a quick, funny gag and not the majority of the plot. Uh-oh, that's Grossout's fart juice. I bet I know where this is going.
King Frat, King Everybody's glorious.
A montage, lest you forget about the iconic theme song. And of course the dog shits himself into a rocket. You didn't think they weren't gonna pay off that comedy gold, did you? Oh, is it starting to stink? Idiots. They have another secret weapon though.
Now, he said it would amplify the sound by at least 20% guaranteed.
It's not really gonna work. I just wanted to see if I could talk you into putting a kazoo in your ass. Why is this still going on? Clearly the dog is the winner, but then he shits himself on stage. I guess that's bad. They must have run out of things to report about after the former school president died. The dean, however, is working towards a promotion, which may be threatened by the pie caps, so he has to come up with a plan. Just expel them! Is it time for the frat house party? Well, that makes me nervous.
Get your hands up my ass!
Well, saw that coming. Oh, is it still the Halloween season? This still isn't scarier than the Life Zone. But they have a live band playing. Let's hear it for King Frat Harvest! I hope that this shot means the only thing that was getting molested up there was a can of beer. The dean sends in the campus cop to go undercover. Truly the moment when campus cops jumped the shark in the 90s. The party keeps upping the awkward. Yeah, great, a shooting is gonna happen, isn't it? Maybe that'll make the movie shorter. Oh hey, it's love interest Bucky the farter. They're gonna go ass to ass, farting in each other's asses all night long. Or she just wants him to autograph her batteries not included poster. He was construction worker Gus. He was the glue that held that cheeseburger together. So much information they're getting.
My people, the Chippewa, live on this very land.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to send in the regular police and the PC police. I see we're having a diversion, though, by breaking into the dean's office or Ferris Bueller's house. They couldn't afford to bring a horse in there, so they steal this statue instead. You're missing the party, boys!
Could you rub your hand over like that, if you would? Rub your hand over. I think something's happening. What goes with two balls?
Even I feel like I'm being groped. There's a hand under this cushion, isn't there? Little to the left. Get one last look at Gross Out and Bucky. This is going nowhere after this. They have to pave the way for an Animal House style window gag. Whatever, his penis can't be that big. The Alphas, meanwhile, want revenge for the Kappas destroying their statue. Their pranks are either really lame or really extreme. There is no in between. Oh no, the dean sneaks into the frat house. He's gonna find $10,000 worth of cans and something that's against the rules, I'm sure. The music is making this seem zanier than it is. This is a strong case of shenanigans.
Answer me!
A fart. Oh, are we not done with the window gags? I bet I know what happens in this one. The boys look through the window and just shoot them. Hilarious.
Why don't they kick him off campus? Kick him off campus? They ought to kick him in the balls. They ought to string him up.
Ladies, they should really do all three of those things. What? The Peeping Tom falls? That's new.
I feel so awful. I hope he isn't badly hurt.
Right, ladies? You all need to stop inadvertently injuring the people who are staring through your windows. Your fault. Bluto shrugged off falling from his ladder. What the hell is this guy's excuse? This is just like Animal House. If Bluto was then taken to the hospital and pretended to have a heart attack so she would ride the hell out of him in the ambulance. Speaking of Animal House, again.
Tommy, why were you still there? You're not turning into one of those jerk-offs, are you?
Do I have a choice?
Oh hey, the Karen Allen plotline. I was wondering when you were gonna show up. The romance in this movie is only about half as creepy as the one from Until September. I'm not sure this is a real hospital.
I can't relive myself.
You can't what?
Relive myself. You are an ape. I can't piss.
I think this movie is starting to lose focus. I hate to say it, but bring back the fart contest. At least that was some kind of plot. And no, needing a doctor because your dick is stuck inside of her doesn't count. Nor do these jokes.
You kids are something else. You run around fucking everything in sight.
Do you mind? She just had an affair with Professor Ronald Sutherland. Oh, remember that dead body? Oh yeah, they keep it in the crapper. How is this dead guy a plot point that still keeps coming back? Oh boy, does this put me in the mood, or not.
You mean to tell me you've never gotten laid? Never? Ever? It's unheard of in a fellow your age. And a pie cap, too. Totally unacceptable.
Okay, but the real question is, how many of you have had sex consensually? There's your problem. Ooh, this movie is gonna have a real happy ending.
Look, we brought in a cherry here. We're treating him to a massage, his very first massage. We want your very best. Money's no object.
Thanks, Nodder. You're a real friend. Pick a girl who Gross Out hasn't had sex with, otherwise you'll catch genital cores. And this is a place where they sell panties to a blind priest. Cut to gross out shitting for no reason. And sure, his girlfriend is working in the massage parlor, but...
Our sacred Dionysus is out there somewhere. Defiled. Alone. He must be returned.
Guess they're sticking with this statue theft being a plot line. Best get revenge on one of the frat guys.
Splash, my friend, could I have a word with you?
Yes, boss.
Maybe you can help me.
Damn, this movie was really sensitive until now. Yeah, kick this guy's ass, since the Tim Matheson knockoff was too busy acting in a mockbuster of 1941. This movie only has 10 minutes left. I don't think it's gonna end. I think it's just gonna pass out.
What's he talking about, Lloyd?
Do I look like I'm watching this movie? That's your job, not mine. Plus, I'm a Porky's cat.
The Alphas plan an attack on the Pi Kappa house. Forget sabotaging a parade and all the effort that went into that. Let's all just rumble in the front yard. And the movie's biggest sin? Getting that stupid theme song stuck in my head like the fart smell inside of Gross Out's hearse. I don't care if this is a spiritual sequel to Dazed and Confused. This is Richard Linklater's worst movie. Although they do end up going to court. Can't say I've seen that in one of these movies. I bet they're gonna go to jail for decades.
The land upon which Yellow Stream College is located legally belongs to the Kissawong Indian tribe.
Not guilty. Case dismissed.
Oh, eat me! Truly, this was the O.J. Simpson verdict of its day. And worse yet, the Alphas are put on probation because Gross Out becomes the university president and the school's name is even changed as well. What the hell? Too much power! This is the worst ad for Trump University that I've ever seen. All you need to do is look at this poster and realize that it's nothing more than a Grandma's Boy ripoff. This movie has the crude, but can't make up for it with the charm or the funny. Virtually everything about this movie is unoriginal. Look at the trailer for the film.
These are all the scenes we can't show you. Why? Because this is a G-rated trailer, that's why.
That looks familiar. Almost like I've seen that before.
Due to the mature content of this film, there are only 2 scenes we can show you, acceptable for a G-rated preview.
The hell? They ripped off the Italian Stallion trailer? Why? At least a movie like The Hollywood Knights, while inspired partly from Animal House, managed to find its own voice with its own characters, jokes, and even drama. This movie is expecting you to get shit-faced and think that you're watching Animal House because you're watching it through beer goggles. It's like thinking you're going to sleep with the Blues Brothers, but then you sober up and wake up next to Blues Brothers 2000. Even the IMDb for this seems passive-aggressive or sarcastic. Frat boys? Or is that fart boys? Comedy so gold. Why wasn't that line in the movie? Originally called Campus King, as opposed to the theme song, which is on YouTube, by the way. Hint, hint. Just watch my review instead. I say at the end of the review you just watched. And the weirdest is this, I think, positive review. 9 out of 10. Sequel to Animal House, only more lame. Great! First off, not a sequel. Also, did you like the movie or not? This sausage is made out of meat from better sausages and wrapped up in another sausage. Tastes like shit. It's excellent. 10 stars. What? Now I realize I made the right choice by dropping out of college. What could I do with an education that only teaches me how to be crude, vulgar, sarcastic, pretentious, and get drunkenly angry at things?